Welcome everybody. I was about to say to this week's episode of Relic News, but it's not. We're actually stuck indoors as well, and we decided to do a little project. As you can see behind me, some of my display cases, I have them around the whole entire house. We've really had to get creative. After 7 years in the hobby, we had a lot of stuff. As you can see, the big one behind us was actually an old window. Eric brought it home one day and we varnished it down and used some plexiglass. The other ones, the smaller ones, were actually, I bought them for $3 for $1 at the dollar store, and they're picture frames, but they're a little more deep, so I put in some cushioning. I'm also going to show you what they're going to be using as a work table today. I spent so much time trying to dig this out of the side of the hill. Take a look, it's an old Singer bass. And I dug this out, I pulled it out. A friend of mine sandblasted it and did a powder coat on top, and it's really, really dusty right now. But this is an old Singer machine. We actually just put some wood on top, and this is what we're going to use right now as a work bench. I'm going to pass it over to Eric and Maddie because they're going to be turning these tables that we bought for $5 at a garage sale, and they're going to be changing them into displays.
Okay, so these tables, there's 3 of them and they all go into each other. They slide out like this. So what we're going to do, we want to keep it this way. We want to keep it so that we can slide them back in. So these are only a piece of wood, not very thick, so we're going to use these for coins and thin items. So what we're going to do is probably use either spade bits or hole saws, and we're just going to drill down deep enough that we could put a coin in there and it's going to be embedded, and we can put the glass back on the top. And the bottom one here, there's nothing that slides into this one, and it's got a front on it. It's essentially like a box. So we're going to take advantage of this to make it a deeper display case that we can put larger relics and larger items in this one, and then we're going to have like coins and thinner stuff on these 2. And then we'll be able to slide them all back together, and it's going to give us 3 display cases. So Maddie, on this one, we're going to take the glass off first thing. Is this the one that we had trouble putting back in? It was tight. I think we may have put it back in, but the wrong way. At the same time, we're going to see how the green stuff reacts to the spade bit that we're going to be using for the coin. So we're going to use it to make a hole, and we'll see. So I'll just make the...
and that's going to be on the inside of the hole.
Yeah. So... Yeah, that's it. You hold it tight, because it's going to want to spin on you if it gets jammed. You got to let go of the trigger. So go ahead. Take off, and it's a nice finish underneath. Look.
Oh yeah, we can just take it off.
Look at that.
I actually like it the better without it, but...
You have to get some pencils and some straight edges.
I'll do it.
Tape measure. We lost our line. rustic. So, put the bottom on. We'll have to stain the edges on the bottom. Probably put some material in here anyways, like maybe our red that we use in our other display cases. And when we put the glass back on, so, it gives us a nice cavity in there to put some larger relics, crowdal bells, axe head, something like that. Some of this padding, and I'm not sure how to call this, but we bought this for our display cases. We use them to
Chair padding.
Yeah, modify our picture frames and stuff. And we had gotten this material, which is sort of a red velvety stuff we use. So I just cut it to size, and I put it inside and put the glass back on. And I don't know if you can see that. Display case. So that's the small table, and it's a deeper display, so we can put some of our larger relics in there. And this can be done on any glass table, So, there we go. We've put the fabric inside, and we have a nice little display case / coffee table. We'll put some larger relics in there. It's got a deeper bottom. We'll put that piece on the bottom there, and we'll stain the edges. So you can't really tell that it's been modified.